guys! I was pretty inspired to do a sort of rainy day lookbook, but I wanted a kind of theme to just hold everything together, and I thought, what better way to showcase happy outfits than to make them into the colors of the rainbow. And I think this sort of ties in with the monochromatic trend that's been around this year and last year. So what I'm going to be doing today is picking outfits for each color of the rainbow. So Roy G. Biv, that's orange, red, yellow, green, indigo, no, blue, indigo, and violet. There, got it. And it's not a look I do very often, the monochromatic look. So I guess today will sort of be an experiment and a challenge to see if I can pull it off. I think it will be fun. I do have a lot of clothes that are very colorful that I don't really tend to wear. So I'm going to try to pull those out and put stuff together. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that all of the clothes I'm going to be using today are thrifted or were from the ukay-ukay. I think there are one or two pieces that were given by brands, and I'm going to let you know which ones, but everything you're going to see I thrifted either this year or a few years ago, and I think you might be surprised because I think it just takes a little imagination when you go to the ukay-ukay. I know the clothes there are very cheap, 10 pesos, 15 pesos, but I think the more you expose yourself to, not really trends, but to different kinds of images and the different ways people wear their clothes, it will really open your eyes and sort of give you a little more confidence in picking out stuff and wearing things that aren't normally in your everyday wardrobe. Did that make sense? I think I'm just rambling, but yeah, I think I'm going to be doing these things more often. I'm also getting out of my comfort zone and really trying to be inspired by other people whose styles I don't necessarily follow or trends I don't necessarily follow and just see if they work. If they don't, then they don't. At least I tried. Enough rambling. Let's get on with the lookbook. For the color red, I decided to go with this very appropriate Campbell Ken shirt that's perfect for rainy days. And it's actually a shirt dress, so it goes down mid-thigh and it has a drawstring. And you can wear it on its own, but just for the sake of doing the monochromatic look, I paired it with this, it's a semi-plaid print on the skirt. This skirt was 10 pesos and I got it in Tagaytay. And then this shirt, I think, was 100 pesos and I got it from a garage sale. And then just because the logo of the Campbell condensed suit is black and white, I went for my black and white Doc Martens brogues. And you can also wear the dress on its own without the skirt, but I opted to include this button down just to make it feel a little dressier and just a little more put together. The orange outfit is composed of this very thick dress in a nice retro print with sort of geometric shapes. It's almost like an Orwell print, but it's not. It has dark gray and orange and mustard and olive green, and the base is cream. And I think it looks really nice with this super fluffy orange cardigan that I got during our garage sale around 3 years ago. Joe Nerd, who's from my agency, he was selling this for 100 pesos, but he just gave it to me free. So thank you, Joe Nerd. It's super soft and fluffy, but I don't really get to wear this that much, obviously because it's very hot. But in colder weather, I think these two really go nicely together. And the shoes I picked for this look are these nubuck boots from Doc Martens. They're not my usual high-cut boots, so I think they just look a little bit cooler actually and a little different to what I normally wear. I might pull these out more often even during the rainy season because I've sprayed them with suede waterproofing solution, so I think they're going to be fine in rainy weather. I don't actually have a lot of yellow things in my wardrobe, so I was a bit worried that I wasn't going to be able to find a suitable monochromatic yellow outfit for this video, but I do have these yellow pants and they're very saturated and I think they work for the rainbow theme that we're going for. They're very high-waisted and they really puff out at the hips, and then they come down to a slimmer ankle which has fabric buttons. So it has that kind of Victorian effect, but just in a 90s color. And since the volume was so much on the bottom, I decided to go for a very slim-fitting top. And this is a high neck, sort of halter cut top. And this I actually found in the surplus shop. It still has the tag on it. It was $349.75. These are harder to find for me personally in the ukay-ukays. So my basics, like my white shirts or turtlenecks, I usually get from Uniqlo. And if I just randomly spot something like this one, I grab it. And I know I'm going to be able to use things like this with my ukay finds. So this served its purpose really well. It's stretchy and it's thick. It hugs your body really nicely. So I tucked this into the yellow pants just so that the proportion is sort of balanced. So your waist is slim and then the hip balloon out a little bit, like almost like a peplum shape. And to make things even more fun and quite novelty, I know a lot of people won't be into this, but I just found it quite cute and happy for the rainy days. This is a raincoat. Well, it's like a half raincoat. I don't know how much protection you're gonna get from this shape, but the fabric is like a raincoat. And it does have plastic on the hood part, and it's just full of smiley faces. Not just any smiley face. The tongues are out. So it's just hundreds of smiley faces with their tongues out. And I just think that's really funny. I would actually wear this outfit in real life, but I think it would make a lot of people smile, and that's cool in my book. I paired that yellow ensemble with these black boots, and the tabs on the back are black and yellow, so I guess they could go together. So black, yellow, and white. And I tucked the pants into these boots, again just to fix the proportions a little bit. And this is the third Doc Martens pair in a row that I've shown, and for good reason. They're oil resistant, slip resistant, and I really don't feel conscious wearing my Docs when it's raining. I know they're not going to get ruined or anything, and they're really reliable and you won't slip. So that's why when it's raining, I tend to go for my Docs. Moving on to the green, I kept the white turtleneck and I wore this pencil skirt in a cream and soft moss green pattern or stripe, and the buttons are pistachio, which I think is so girly and 50s and quite retro again. And just to give it that extra pop of green, I used this polka dot Kelly green top with rounded collars. This was something I used for a shoot in Paris, and I remember this because it was €5, and back here it would probably be around 15, but you don't have much of a choice there. I mean, I guess €5 is already cheap over there, but I found it a really cool color and a really cool piece to use for a shoot, so that's why I got it. I think if you want to do print on print, polka dots and stripes will be a very easy route to take. The shoes I chose for the green outfit are these white, almost orthopedic style shoes. My grandma actually sent them, and I wouldn't really wear this in real life, but I figured they're made of synthetic material, they're relatively cheap, they're super comfortable, so I actually wouldn't mind wearing this in the rain. I wouldn't mind so much getting them dirty, because if I wore my, let's say, white Doc Marten sneakers, I'd be very afraid to step out. So this is a good alternative to my normal white sneakers. I had a lot of fun putting the blue look together, mainly because I knew I had solid blue pants that I would be able to use. And they're these kind of cropped pants from the local brand Memo. I've had these for around 2 years, so the color's just only starting to fade, but I think it still looks pretty saturated. And I wore this very 80s or 90s striped top with some yellow detailing on the collar and a nice polo Ralph Lauren logo on the pocket. It's really old and it feels really old. It feels like it came straight out of the 90s and it's oversized. I'm actually not sure where I got this. I don't know if it belonged to my dad or my mom. I can't remember getting this from the ukay, but it's been here a long time. I also kept the white turtleneck underneath just because the cuffs are white too. And I just thought that would look great together. And then, as if that wasn't enough, my brother found this, again, oversized jacket. And the brand is London Fog, so that's a really good brand. And this was 35 pesos, 35 or 25. So even though it's big and we don't really use raincoats that often, we just had to get it. The color's nice and it really looks like they were made to go with one another. So that's why I was pretty happy putting the blue look together. Another thing that made me excited about the blue look were these very pretty royal blue sandals. I think they're the Gryphon sandals from Doc Martens. All my Doc Martens are black and brown and just neutral shades, and this is the first colored pair I have. Well, they're not boots, but I mean, obviously they're sandals, but I mean, it's nice to have a colored pair of Doc Martens. And this is just sort of a match made in heaven, like those 4 pieces. I would wear all of these in a heartbeat. If it rained outside, I would put these on. I don't mind getting my Doc Martens wet, as I said, because they're easy to clean and you won't slip in them. And I can be clumsy sometimes, so I really need the traction on the soles. So that's one of my favorite looks for this video. If you search the indigo color on Google, you're gonna get a couple of different images, so I just tried to play it safe and went with this dark indigo top. It's a lighter weight kind of material and it's a turtleneck. And then I found these plaid trousers in Makati Square and these were 50 pesos. They are big on me. They're around 4 inches too big on the waist, but that's nothing a good belt can't fix. The colors are quite nice. There's indigo, of course, and a blue-green, some peach, some pink, and some navy blues. So you can wear a lot of different tops with a trouser print like this, and the belt is just burgundy. And then I was choosing between 2 pairs of shoes to wear with this look. So the first pair are these ankle boots. They're, I think it's kind of indigo. These are indigo leather ankle boots. And since the pants are a cropped length, they show off the boots pretty well. And then another option are these leather sneakers. These are color blocked, so there's a navy blue, black, cream, and a blue-green. So I just think both shoe options would work for the outfit. And we're down to our last color, violet. I have 2 shades of violet. Well, this is more purple. I didn't really have any top that was this violet. This has violet stripes though, so we can consider that. There are a lot of things I like about this blouse, such as the ruffled collar, the puffy sleeves, the cuffs on the wrist, and the little tiny buttons. It's such a flowy, girly top that I've worn quite a bit. And these pants I've worn a lot too. You may remember them from one of my outfits of the week videos. I wore this with the cropped pink bell sleeve sheer blouse. These are also quite loose on me, but again, I don't really mind loose fitting clothes. It's like a corduroy material and it flares a little bit. And then for the shoes, since I don't really have purple shoes that are suitable for the rain. I do have purple shoes, but one's velvet and the other one's an open-toe high heel sandal, so you can't really wear that in the rain. So I picked these oxblood patent leather boots instead. If you wear them together, you don't really notice how different the colors are, I think. I wouldn't have thought to put these three colors together, but since we are doing the monochromatic look, it pushed me to, and I'm really happy it did, because now I'm kind of more comfortable putting things of the same color family together, and it's something I'm definitely gonna try in the future when I'm thinking about colors and outfits. And those were all the colors. I hope I did the rainbow some justice with the outfits. This was really enjoyable, something quite different, and something I'm looking forward to doing more often. These sort of mini lookbook challenge theme things. So till next time, thanks for watching.